Now, we've got GB News Home and Security Editor Mark White here, who's got some extraordinary footage about these wretched people who then cross the channel in small boats.
Yeah, it's a stark illustration, I think, of how the people smuggling gangs and these illegal migrants are just operating with impunity in French coastal towns. The first video we want to show you is just the most extraordinary imagery of migrants carrying these small boats through a residential neighbourhood, right in broad daylight, carrying. It's not as if you can discreetly smuggle that down to the local river.
And where are the police?
It's a massive boat. There's no police. This is the thing. We are giving hundreds of millions of pounds to the French in order to boost their patrols in towns like Calais and Dunkirk and Gravelines. But here on the outskirts of Dunkirk, look at them carrying that massive boat, 20-odd people, down to a local river to launch it. And then other images we can show you in the second sequence of videos are migrants wearing their life jackets or carrying their distinctive orange life jackets, queuing for the free bus services that take them down to the launch beaches, or just wandering around the town centre with these life jackets.
Buses to take them to the beach?
Well, there are free buses anyway, and they go down to the beach, and they utilise that.
Are these for tourists?
Yeah, they're for tourists, but of course the migrants make good use of it. Now look at that image there of them just walking up in the town centres with all their life jackets on open display, and not one of them, when we were filming, was stopped at all by the police. Maritime security source.
All young men.
Well, I think there's a woman that is visible, but the vast majority, yes, are definitely young men, and no police intervention to confiscate these life jackets, which are an enabler of this illegal migration. But listen, it's not just the fact police are not intervening to stop them launching. You've also got all of the disorder and the increase in criminality that comes with it. Let's take a look at this next piece of video. So this is the town of Gravelines, which is just near the main beach launch point. For our radio listeners, what we're looking is at nighttime images on a residential street of a mob of 100 people rampaging through the streets here, angry that they weren't able to launch their boat successfully, clashing with the French police. Local residents have told us that it's an absolute nightmare, that they've seen their cars vandalised, their buildings vandalised, items like bicycles and things like that regularly stolen, walls graffitied. They really feel unsafe in their own neighbourhood.
Big Tech has turned your phone into a surveillance device, harvesting your data, tracking your location, and selling your information to corporations. Unplugged built the Upphone to fight back. It's the only smartphone with hardware-level privacy protection, completely blocking data harvesting at the source. It features a physical kill switch that cuts power instantly when you want to go dark, giving you control Big Tech took away. Unplugged puts privacy and sovereignty first. The Upphone is built to British standards, designed to keep your data in your hands, with independent servers, its own app center, and no corporate gatekeepers. You can access what you choose. No censorship, no app bans, just freedom. Everyone else is playing by Big Tech's rules. Unplugged rewrote them. The Upphone runs on an operating system with 0 backdoors and a firewall that blocks thousands of tracking attempts every single day. The Upphone includes a host of unique security features. The device can be set to have its memory wiped regularly, and if someone demands your PIN code, well, you can give them a false PIN that will wipe the device. It's called Emergency Reset. Privacy isn't a feature with Unplugged, it is the foundation. To get yours today, click the link in the description now.
And then the next video sequences we want to show you are about the supply lines, the boats that the migrants are getting a hold of. We've got this image of a Turkish assembly factory. You can see the boat with its Go Faster red stripe there down the side, which shows you that's a different style of boat, the same kind of dimensions, but it points to the fact that they're getting them from different backstreet factories, often in China. They're shipped to Turkey and then onwards into Europe to the likes of Germany. And just to show you that the boat from that factory is now in use in northern France, we can show you this next piece of imagery here that's looking out on a boat that just launched at the weekend when 2,000 plus migrants crossed. And what do we see? That distinctive Go Faster red stripe down the side of that boat, showing definitive proof that the boats being manufactured and assembled in Turkey from this new supplier are now in operation in northern France.
So we know where the factories are. Why don't the police, the gangs at which the government said they were going to smash, why don't they send up the police there to the factories and close them down?
Well, because they're in foreign countries, they need proper cooperation from the likes of the Turkish and German police. We're told that there is cooperation now, or there will be. It's been sort of put back, knocked back. It's not quite a priority for the German government at the moment, but there will be new legislation to go after these kind of workshops, backstreet workshops, where a lot of these boats are being assembled. They don't know where they are often, but when they do, you would hope that they close them down.
Now, Mark, I can understand from the French authorities' point of view why they're not particularly interested in fixing this problem for Brits. It's not in their national interest, perhaps. But surely it's in their interest to fix this problem for the residents of Calais in northern France. I mean, people must be outraged at the failure of authorities to stop a crime wave, to restore law and justice. What do French people feel about this?
Well, this is a very good point that you make, Miriam, because, yes, while the more cynical amongst us might suggest that it's maybe within, it's in the French interest just to get these migrants out, they don't get out because there's just a constant stream coming to these northern French towns. And these people are living a daily nightmare. It is hell for them in the likes of Dunkirk and Calais and Gravelines on the outskirts of Dunkirk, where a lot of these boats are launching from. And you can see the behaviour of many of these migrants when they're not able to launch their boats. They're angry, they're fighting with the police, they're vandalising property, stealing. Crime is up very significantly in a lot of these town centres.
Really extraordinary. Now, we've got a statement from the Home Office. You can have the pleasure of reading this.
But I know how much you like writing replies, Andrew. Well, a spokesperson from the Home Office did say the number of small boat crossings are shameful and the British people deserve better. This government is taking action.
Is it?
We have detained and removed more than 35,000 who were here illegally, and our historic deal with the French means those who arrive on small boats are now being sent back. But we must go further and faster, removing more of those here illegally and stopping migrants from making small boat crossings in the first place. Now,
Mark, they said they're sending them back. Under the one in, one out, have we sent 35 back?
Listen, the thing to mention about this that I think is very important is when they talk about 35,000 migrants that are being sent back, these are mainly visa overstayers and the like.
Right, not people who've crossed the channel.
A very small percentage.
Andrew, I think one of the problems has been in the past in that under German law, the German authorities are not actually allowed to close down factories unless a crime has been committed. They can't just say that, in theory, we think that this is suspect producing these dinghies. So maybe they're changing that. But these networks go through the whole of Europe and into Asia as well. It's a very difficult problem to stop.
Yeah. Well, of course.
But if I was living in Calais, I'd be up in arms.